Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome back. So, we are going to play a bit with the Ishtar now. And we did a little bit with the Dominics. The one that I had here, it's a little bit light, let's say. This right here actually has more DPS than the other one. It has 647, where the other one was 605, 625, depending on which drones I was using. And so this can go up to 700 if you're using like Galante drones or whatnot, but Galante drones are not the right damage type here. The right damage type are definitely Minmatar drones because they're explosive. So anyway, we're going to give this one a try. I've done a couple of things. I did the worship the sun trick, or whatever it's called. Basically where you are out in space, you hop out of your ship, and you're in your pod sitting next to your ship, and you hop back in. For some reason, in a lot of cases, it will give you more aggro on the ship or reduce the aggro on your drones. I don't know why. It's something that I thought was quite a bit a myth for a long time, and I still don't 100% understand it, but it seems to, I'd call it like visual evidence, street smarts, that it does work. But I have no idea how to prove it, other than to do some studies over time. But I can tell you that when I'm getting a lot of drone aggro, I go and do that, and I come back and I get less drone aggro. I also have 2 auto-targeting systems here, and we're doing 2 because, well, it again helps you get more aggro, an auto-targeting system, and then it adds some additional, stuff that you can target. So I'm going to head out to a site. We're going straight into the belly of the beast. I'm going to hop in. I'm going to drop this mobile tractor unit, and then we're going to have my shield rep going here. This is cap stable, and so should be fine unless we're going to a different one. The reason for that is this is a rock haven, and I'm going to leave the rock haven for those who are using another specific setup, which I haven't talked about on the show, at least not recently. But I'll leave it for other people who are running specifically rock havens. What I don't want to do is, how close is that? What I don't want to do is, I don't want to get hung up on anything either, which a rock haven, I think very likely. I'm going to get 5 away from this. What's my orbit set at? 3,500. All right. So now we're going to orbit this. Now I'm not putting out my drones. I'm not putting out my drones yet because I'm going to wait for these guys to get on me, and then I'm going to put them out. So I want to make sure all of them have aggro on me. Yeah, someday we may do the Rockhaven stuff. All right, there we go. So now, put those out and tell them to attack the first one. And let's see how my tank holds up. Now, what happens in most cases is this is hands-free. So just go on to the next one and the next one and the next one. And you don't need to worry about targeting people or targeting rats stuff. We do need to watch though for a couple of things. One being my drones getting targeted, catching aggro. The other being non-friendlies coming into the system. Should be close enough in too that pretty much when this is finished up, I'll have almost all the loot sitting in there as well. Everything's holding up just fine so far. Thank you for following. Welcome. Now, the only one thing, there is something that can happen from this setup, which is sometimes you run into ones where there's multiple triggers in the first wave. And if you hit those one after another, you could get overwhelmed. I do have this one on EWB as well. I have a speed fit and shield rep fit. The only difference with the shield rep fit is that it's it only shows one auto targeter instead of two. So far, so good, huh? I'm orbiting at 3,500. Now we got a couple frigates here. I have a little bit of concerns about those. We'll see what happens here. I'm not telling it which ones to attack yet. By the way, what was it, 220 million for this ship? So, pretty low cost for if you get ganked. One escalation will more than pay for the ship. Pay for at least 2 of them. You wouldn't be able to run the escalation in this ship, though. Yeah, paying for itself without an escalation. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on how much loot we get. Bounties. Loot and bounties. One of the other ones we did turned out to be about 30 million. But it's not as fast. It's faster than the Dominics, though, I think. But I think you're looking at about 35 minutes per site. These guys are just pummeling me, but I'm handling it okay. Now, my drones have chosen to go for the big stuff first. We'll see what happens. I'm letting my drones make the decisions. So far, I've not had any aggro on my drones. So this ship here, it's all they can see. Well, I see the other stuff, but I've done things in a very specific manner. I've taken some specific steps and everything to try and make sure that my ship is the only thing they care about. This isn't Ishtar, yes. Fat Cat, you need to get back into Eve. Played years ago, but you have no idea what to do anymore. Yeah, well, you know, once you get started doing some stuff, it just all starts falling into place again. A lot of new things to try. I have it focused on one of my drones, so it's watching wherever the drones go. And they're staying focused pretty well. What my ticks will be like. Betting they'll be over 10 million. This is working out very nicely. Dushan, it's an Ishtar. Drones are seeing these target painters as the biggest threat. Maybe not, they didn't go after the third one. 10 million is ticked, so it's going to be more than 10. We'll see what it is. Probably going to be around 14 or 15. Really doesn't matter if these other ships dampen me or anything, because the drones are what are doing all the damage. I don't even have to be targeting anything, and my drones will just attack anything that attacks me. So far, I told it to hit the first rat, and I've left it hands off after that. Usually do drone herds. This is an Angel Haven. Drone herd's equivalent. Actually, drone horde is equivalent, not herd. Yeah, hordes do take too long. They take a long time in a Vexor. You can work your way up into an Ishtar. This fit is on EWB, exclamation point fits. This is the Null Radder Super Shield. The only thing that's different is I'm running 2 target auto-targeting units instead of 1. Oh, you're alpha. Alright. Yeah, and that would limit a lot. Whoa, my shield. Well, it recovered quite quickly. Look at how much my shield's going down, though. Man. Praxis is a nice step. You can build a Praxis into almost anything. They're just really slow. Yeah, if you can run that as an alpha, then maybe that's the way to go. It'll cost a bit more than an Ishtar. You'll probably be in the 450 million range. As long as I'm not bumping into anything. That's why I moved away from this thing a little bit. Or I bumped into it just a little bit. Not bad though. If you get stuck with this and stop moving, then they apply damage better, and you could be in trouble. Alright, so we got 11.6 million tick. That's after the tax coming out, so it was over 12. This fits about 220 million. Pretty standard fit. Nothing extra special in it. Can a Myrmidon use 5 heavies? I suspect it would be 4. You have to look at its drone bandwidth. You can look at the hull and see what its drone bandwidth is. I suspect it's 100, which would allow you to run 4. You need to be 125 to run 5. Is going quite swimmingly. I don't know where the term swimmingly comes from, but it means good. Praxis and a Kronos just warped in. Okay, they need to get out of here, which I hope they do right away, because they will mess up my aggro. And it'll cause me problems. So, and they're leaving right away. Okay. They warped in not knowing that I was already here. What can happen is you do not want anybody else in your sight when you are doing these sites, because they can mess up your aggro and then shit can go sideways really quickly. So you can't team up with somebody else running one of these ships. It won't work. How's the weather here in Florida? The weather here in Florida is really crazy right now. We got stormy weather moving in this afternoon, and then we have storms for like 4 days. 2 days ago, just south of us, there was hail that was 3 inches in diameter. Hailstones up to 3 inches in diameter. And that went for like a 50-mile stretch. That's the kind of stuff that destroys your car, and it boy, this is a lot of ships here. It destroys your car, destroys your roof on your house, breaks any windows. At least your car, you can get the windows replaced and just drive around with the dented car. But yeah, we just got a brand new roof. If we got hit with something like that, we definitely have damage to it. So, yeah, that was kind of surprising. I've never seen, so I've been here 12 years now, something like that, in Florida. I've never seen hail that big. I've seen hail 1 inch reported. I've never been hit with hail that big. I've been hit with some big hail, but never anything that breaks windows. But I've seen hail, I've been in hail that I knew would leave welts if it hit me. Theorex, 90 months as a sub. Thank you, buddy. Very much appreciated. 6,230 gold. Everybody here, in your honor. Thank you, thank you. By the way, did you all know that subscribers get a bigger discount in our store than the regular discount coupon that we have when you do exclamation point coupon? If you're a sub, you go into our Discord, make sure your Twitch is connected up. If your Twitch is connected up to your account, then within 1 hour it'll show up a subs private area, and a topped message in there has a bigger discount code. My name is awfully familiar. How long have you been playing Eve? Since the beginning. But you may not know me from Eve. I've been around doing video game content for a very long time. More than 25 years. Covering a wide variety of games. So this, you know, I could do this with 2 accounts. I've got another guy sitting right here. He's in the same system. He could go get an Ishtar as well. Hey, hello. I have not had to direct my ship or my drones at all since I started this. Yes, as Tanker mentions, I had the biggest bounty in Eve for many years. Daily, that sounds very strange. Someone did a Things I Wish I Knew Earlier video on a game that was just released today. That's your point. Yes. No, I get it. Just thinking they probably played beta or whatnot. It is an interesting title, though. Definitely easy mode. All right. It's possible this is the last one. Might be one more wave. I'm gonna run a timer on the next one. See how long it takes. Yep, that was it. All right. Let's see here. Not going to be much salvaging here to do, not unless there is the special ones, which would they call them, a master, or I would know it if I saw the name. I don't see it. Wow, 12.2 million. I think that took me around 25 minutes. I'm not 100% sure of that. I'm gonna have my other guy come down here and salvage up the rest of it while we're going on to the next site.
Warp drive active.
I made a mess. I thought I was pretty tidy. Oh, I won't be able to pick up all this in one shot. That's too much. All right. The other guy won't be able to pick it up either. Get him salvaging stuff. All right, we're gonna pick up this. I mean, I kind of like that it's a lot of loot. Gotta say. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back down. That's a good problem to have.
Warp drive active.
Somebody out here in a Varger.
Docking request accepted.
It's exactly what I want to run out here, but they're too damn expensive. Down, pick up more. Now the guy won't have enough room to pick it all up because he's got cap boosters for fighting, and he needs to remain
Drive active.
available to take a fight. Hey, Drop Tech, how's it going, buddy?
Warp drive active. Docking request accepted.
That felt really good. Pleased with that. All right, I'm gonna go grab another drink real quick. I'll be right back, and we're gonna do another one, and we're gonna time it, see how efficient it is or inefficient it is.
Dragons love gold, treasure, and of course, dollar bills. Oh, nice. Dragons love gold, treasure, and of course, dollar bills. Oh, nice. Dragons love gold, treasure, and of course, dollar bills. Oh, nice. Dragons love gold, treasure, and of course, dollar bills. Oh, nice. Dragons love gold, treasure, and of course, dollar bills.
All right, I'm back. This guy is still putting stuff up. I forgot about him being out here. Oh, Drop Tech. What are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, $5. It's your super chat. All right. Well, how about 5,000 gold? Everybody here in Drop Tech's honor. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. Okay, so that guy's still picking stuff up. And let's head out with this guy. Got a total of about 20 million on the bounties. All right. Try another one of these. We're going to time it. Start the timer as soon as we land. As long as this one's, we're going to stay at it. If it's a rock one, I'm going to go to another one. It is a rock one. I'm going to go to a different one.
Warp drive active.
I'm just leaving the rock ones for people who are doing bombing.
Oh yeah, another dragon boarding the train. All aboard? Choo-choo.
Thanks for all the content.
You're welcome. All right, so I got the timer running. Give me just a second here to take care of a customer. Okay, there they are. Got 15 million from the bounty risk modifier. All right, everything's on me. Setting them out. Telling them to go. Right, so Slim Tiger. Ah, that's who the sub was. Slim, I haven't seen you in a little while. Thank you for the sub, 92 months, which is going to be 6,440 gold. Everybody here in Slim Tiger's honor. All right, hope you're doing well, buddy. All right, so we're timing this one, and it's gonna be somewhere between 25 and 35 minutes, I think. How much of an effect do you think signature radius is? Is there a nice difference between 620 and 584? So, as I understand signature radius automatically equals in a calculation how fast you can be targeted. It may also have something to do with how larger weapons impact you. So, like, the bigger your radius, the more effect you would have from torpedoes or heavy heavy missiles and stuff. Also, the quicker you can be targeted, the bigger your radius. Smaller your radius, the harder it is to target you. It also has to do with now I don't know how much of a difference this is, so I'm just explaining some of it about your signature. There also is, if someone is attempting to combat probe you down, there is actually a number that you get small enough on your signature radius where they can't do it. And I've done this with herons, where we run, what are those modules that we run on them? But anyway, it's the poor man's cloak. And the poor man's cloak, I have that heron on EWB, and it has some modules on it that are make its signature radius smaller, and it makes it impossible to scan it down. They have to then do triangulation with D-scan, which can be done, but is very, very difficult and takes a long time. We did a test one time of this ship with its poor man's cloak to see if anybody could combat probe me, and even people with the highest end implants and the highest skills were not quite able to do it. Close, but not quite able to do it. So they ended up, to find me, they ended up using D-scan triangulation, and then somebody finally was able to get on grid with me, and they were still enormously out. They were still quite a ways out from me, and I would have had plenty of time to react if if it was a threatening situation. So anyway, you want smaller signature radius. Another way of signature radius being smaller is that not using any propulsion or using an afterburner instead of a micro warp. Micro warp will blow your signature radius way up. So will a Higgs rig. The Higgs rigs will blow it way up, and that's where you want to blow it way up, and use Higgs primarily with closing wormholes. So your signature radius or your volume radius is much bigger, and so the more mass that moves through, the more mass that moves through, the greater the decay of the wormhole. Right, Val, you want to know which module I was talking about? Well, what I actually said the module was, I didn't know what the name of the module was, and you'd have to look it up on EWB on my Heron. That is the the Heron, which is also known as Poor Man's Cloak. So you can go look it up there. Or I suppose maybe I could find it. Yes, it's called the Alpha Wormhole Sitter. And it uses 4, let's see, how are we doing here? Everything looks good? Okay. It uses 4 F90 compact sensor boosters. And that makes your signature so small that, and use the, let's see. Probably fit for Alpha Pilot, leave them in a wormhole. Yes, the ECCM scripts. So you put in the ECCM scripts, and then you have a Poor Man's Cloak. People cannot scan you down with 4 of those running in a Heron. There may be other ships you can do that with too. It'd need to be a frigate. I think though that the Heron is the only one that has that many slots that can run all those at the same time, if I remember right. But anyway, I use those as wormhole sitters. And so I put them into a wormhole, and oh, they're scramming me. Okay, well, let's see what happens here. I put them in a wormhole, and I can log them out there and come back a year later when I want to get access to that wormhole and then use them to scan down what holes connect. Derry, Sai, and Quarter Drank, thank you for the follows. Welcome. Used my gas venture once and worked great. Yeah. So throwaway ships for the win. Drop Tech, you have one of those skins that we're giving away today. We're giving away exclamation point giveaway, giving away a ruby Sungrazer skin for the Dominics. Drop Tech says he has one. It looks really sharp.
Warp drive active.
So somebody told me, I don't know if this is true, but on your chances on getting a escalation, if you have more characters there, you have more chances of getting the escalation. This guy's cloaked here. Let's see if that makes any difference. I know that being in fleet, he'll get part of the bounty, but let's see. Would be interesting if he popped off with an escalation, wouldn't it? So, Grimavada says, I don't believe that's true. The escalation chance is rolled for whatever character makes the final blow on the rat that finishes the site. They shouldn't get a bounty on... Shouldn't get a bounty. We'll see if he gets any bounty. And then it makes sense what you say about, you know, whoever kills the last one. So somebody told me that. I wasn't sure I believed it. But we can test it to see if it's true. I mean, we could be surprised by that. If not, he's just ready to salvage here. It's true you need more alts. Well, I'll keep parking them at these for a while, and we'll see if anything happens. Got a cloak. He's just ready to salvage things up after this guy's done. We're at 15 minutes in on this site. And CERN says he thought anyone on grid could get a chance at escalations. Yeah, my alt is parked on grid. Yeah, he's here just kind of watching all this. He's just cloaked right here. See my other guy up here. We'll see. Not getting one is not proof that it won't happen. Getting one, though, would be proof that it can happen. We would have to be statistically, to say effectively, we'd have to run like 1,000 sites. Which we're not going to do that, and you know, the odds are like 1 in 100. So... All right, so we have one yellow box. We have multiple yellow boxes. Yellow box is bad. See what happens here. Yellow box means they're potentially going after my drones. Alright, they're all red box now. So that took was 8.2 million. I think my other guy is going to get part of the bounty. We'll see though if they change that. I know Cloaked, you used to get part of the bounty. Maybe you don't anymore, but we'll see. Ever do crab beacons? I have not. I am skill training toward doing that. I'm 120 days away. And then we'll give it a shot. Okay, we're at 20 minutes on the site. Let me get the timer working again on the stream. This thing is doing these sites like a champ. Alright, this might be the last one here. Nope, another wave. None of them are special names. You ever see an Ishtar target so many ships at once? That's an insane number of ships it can target. Because I'm running the double auto targeters. Look at my shield rep, man. Handling it pretty well. Does it choose targets? You know, I'm not 100% sure. Sometimes it chooses targets on what's giving you the most DPS. Sometimes it chooses on what it perceives as giving you the most threat. Because, like, when they bring the target painters out, I'll watch that the next targets will be the ones with target painters. Otherwise, it tends to go with the larger ships first. So, and target painters are on frigates. You know, drones are much like cats. They're predictable in many ways. You don't really know how they're operating, you know? The RG says sometimes it's order of regression, which rat attacked first. Could be. I can't 100% tell you. And I don't know if there's anybody that can. We're at 25 minutes. Like I said, I thought it'd take 25 to 35 minutes to do the site. Guy got decloaked. Another ship got next to him or something. I didn't want him stealing the aggro from the other guy. I'll let him keep floating out. They're still pummeling me. Oh, you want me to open the fitting window and show the fit? This is on EWB, exclamation point fits. This is the Super Shield Ishtar. The only difference is, I think that one has Tech 2 target painter on it, or auto targeting, and I put 2 Tech 1 auto targetings in this. I found that worked a little bit better. And those are necessary for aggro. They're not used in the fighting or anything like that. They're just necessary to help keep aggro on you, because you don't want any aggro on your drones. All right.
Warp drive active.
Likely a explorer. That messes up our time on figuring out how long it takes. So he's gone. Yeah, I hit pause, but you know, I was distracted by making sure I got out of there and stuff. We can estimate. Pretty sure that guy was an explorer, but not 100% sure either.
Warp drive active.
This is not the site I was looking for. I must not have made a bookmark at it. Oh.
Warp drive active.
Okay, they gotta all be red boxing me before pull out the drones. Start the timer again. It'll be close. Yesterday. Just curious, what's the sub coupon? Head into our Discord, !Discord, make sure that you have Twitch connected to your Discord account. And within an hour, there'll be a subs private chat that shows up, and it's in the header there. Right, this is the last one. We'll see. There we go, that's it. Alright, so we're about 32, 33 minutes. It's not bad. About what I thought.
Warp drive active.
See here.
Welcome, Elder Dragon. So, you
ERG, thank you for the Prime sub.
Dragon subscriber? Duke isn't so sure of that.
1,000 gold, everybody here.
And show me what you're made of.
In your honor.
What are you waiting for?
Thank you, thank you.
Get over there before I open a can of whoop ass.
13.9 million worth of loot. And God, there's still 400 left there. Damn. I'll have to come back without my MTU.
Warp drive active. Docking request accepted.
My alt using salvage drones. He's in a pilgrim. Somebody comes into the site and attacks me, and he's ready to pounce. Beat the shit out of him. Oops, I didn't mean to return those. What was I doing? Meant to just back away again. Alright, we're dropping off the MTU this time. Going back, I'll just barely be able to get everything.
Warp drive active.
By the way, for the question of whether or not he gets any bounty while cloaked, he is getting bounty while cloaked. Got that bounty there. I do have another skin that looks awesome for this too. Blaze.
Warp drive active.
Like this one. Got a beard.
Docking request accepted.
All right. We have somebody in here. Oh, they just left. Okay. Just been passing through. Super carrier's ratting. You can sit next to him while he rats while cloaked. You would need to be in the fleet, and I think that if you do that, and get caught, you'd potentially be out of the alliance. And people will notice. They'll notice when they're not making as much as what they think they should. Hello, Clyder. New here, just saying hi. Welcome. Let's check out a sanctum.
Warp drive active.
Don't know if that's a good idea or not. We can go look. Sanctums are considered to be the highest. The ring ones, though, let's see, be a little bit precarious, I think. Plan moving to null with an Ishtar, so streams for timing. All right. So is it worth it to gather loot after you're done if the faction guy didn't spawn? The answer is probably yes. I'm getting 10 to 14 million in stuff on each one of these. So, especially doing it this way, it's pretty easy to gather it all. Yes, MTU helps a lot, and I'm about to pull out my MTU. I'm just getting in position for the long term on this one. I want to be over the center ring.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Sky Master, thank you for following. Welcome. So this one will be 5 waves instead of 7. It'll be less loot. The bounties on these guys, though, are between 1 million and 1,300,000 on the battleships. And I think overall it won't pay as much, but you finish it quicker, you have another more chance for an escalation. You also still have the same chance for a named rat at the end that could have a faction item in it, and it'd be domination. Squiz. Hi, hello. I'm just orbiting. My speed is 213. This is not a speed tank. This is a shield tank. There is another version of this. It doesn't have any shield rep. What it has is just natural regen. And it has an oversized afterburner and it speed tanks so that everything misses it when trying to hit it. It's been a long time since I used one of those, so I don't remember what its speed would be. Massey, hello. Hi, do you know by chance, any chance of how high a DD rating can Ishtar run effectively? This is a 10 of 10. You can run it 100% effectively. Tanker for industrial production in Eve. What ore is worth the most and can never be enough? It's mined in high sec. The answer from DRG is Veldspar, and that probably is right. But I think Veldspar does not generally spawn in low and null. They have to get it from high. The dents in particular, which may be true. Yeah, so dents for sure again in Grimvalda, and it makes total sense what he's saying, that, you know, they're bringing it in from high sec. Transportation costs are high for stuff like that. They're jump freightering it in, so the more they can get per cubic meter, the better. I have a couple of them yellow boxing me. Sky Masters, thank you for following. Welcome. Quiz. Oh, you're shameful. It's not super secret. But good. I'm glad you got it working. Wait, your wife says you excel at being a pain in the butt? All right. At least you're good at something. So Black Talon, says that people ask me for the rarest things to find and buy in YouTube, and I tell everyone how and where to find it, so it's not really that rare after then. You are correct. There are a couple of things with buying and selling in Eve that I do that I have never told anybody, because I have recognized that when I do tell people where the money is at, but then everybody jumps on it and it's no longer the moneymaker. So I guess you could say I give them as examples. But yes, I figured that out, that the market goes saturated every time I share those things. Except I tell everybody that I make most of my money off of skins. And I do. It's a long-term game. Nobody wants to play that game. I hold on to most of my skins for more than a year before I sell them. I wait until the price is right, which in some cases is 7 or 8 billion for a single skin. You're a hoarder, you try and sell as little as possible. Yeah, at least you're not that, as long as you're not that way in real life. I knew a man who was a hoarder. He hoarded newspapers. And he, his house was just aisleways with newspapers stacked floor to ceiling. It was crazy. Bought your Nyx Headhunter skin for 8 billion. Wow. You had a neighbor that was hoarding, and every time they cleaned it out, guess where all the mice went? Ugh. Yeah, newspaper probably wouldn't be very common anymore. Like, we have a newspaper in town here, and I don't even know how they do it, how they make any money at it. And the newspaper is like, seriously, like 6, maybe 8 pages. That's the daily? Yeah. Yeah, I saw one yesterday. Not even the full size, the big, you know, remember the big size? Well, we're in a little town. Our population here is like 16,000. It's not very big. It does balloon up during the day, though. There's a lot of businesses here, and we're at the crossroads of 2 interstates and about 6 or 7 highways, and so weekdays we balloon up to like 80,000 people in town, and then. But there's only about 16,000 residents. I like it. I volunteer doing a lot of stuff here. 10 million on that tick. These have been working really well for holding the aggro and everything. I haven't had a single problem. I have not, so these sites I've done so far, I have not had to interject at all with it so far. How's my media interview today? Oh no, we're doing Monday. I have quite a busy day. I have a doctor's appointment, and then I have a meeting with the chief of police, and then I have my wife and I are doing this interview for this magazine, and doing pictures. So yeah, be interesting. It should go fine. Black Talon, you grew up South Bay of San Francisco. My wife grew up in Menlo Park. I don't even think the biggest newspaper still around. Yeah, the Tampa Bay Times. I know that one's gone now. I mean, maybe they do online now, but our local newspaper here does a really good job of getting themselves inserted into Google News and then paywall gating the articles. You can read like the first 2 paragraphs and that's it. So I got a couple of things on me now. They're slowing me down and they're scramming me. Slower I go, I take more damage. I'm doing 61 and I normally do 200. Got 2 scrams and 2 webs on me. Oh, they're going after this other big thing. All right. I don't like it that the drones are doing it that way, because if a hostile comes in, then I have to switch my drones to getting these guys so that I can get out of here. Bounty risk modifier is in here right now. 100%. Alright, so now it'll start working on these guys that have got me. Maybe one more wave, I think. I'm not going after the small stuff. Means I'm probably going to have rats tackling me in a minute. There's one. There's two. We're at 24 minutes. You got told, tanker. But it's just going after all the big stuff first. They just don't care that they got me scrammed. $11 herbs and spices. So would that be like the extra crispy cookies? I guess this is a spot where I wonder if I had a smart bomb. I wonder if I could fit a. I probably don't have enough room in here to fit a smart bomb. That could be interesting though. Even a small one. Take these little rats off of me. The drones are not auto-attacking the next target. They're auto-attacking whatever target they deem necessary to be the next target. They're not like taking them in a row how they're lined up there. And it's basically like they will attack anything that attacks me. So if there's a drone out there that doesn't attack me, they will not attack it back. Oh, Talon, you're in Dominic's attacking Thanos Toast, and every time your armor go down to 0, you get it all the way back up to 100%. Yeah, that be a little nerve-wracking, huh? I had a shit ton of people remote repping me one time when I was being attacked in Freighter before you had the 3-minute automatic getaway. We're there like 30 minutes, something like that, with everybody repping me. It's going after every other ship. It's just going largest to smallest right now. Well, I did get attacked by a Thanatos one time in my jump freighter, and it one-shot me into half hull. That one is on video, by the way, on my channel. From quite a while ago. But it shot me at undock. One shot into half hull. The only time I came close to losing a jump freighter. Jump freightering is one of the safest things you can do. Even in null. They don't sound safe, but if you do it right, it's one of the safest things you can do. And, but yeah, that one undocked in low sec, and here appears it was a Nyx. It was a Nyx, actually. And it one-shot me into half hull, and I got docked up. Got docked up and the hull was sizzling. All right, finished. 30 minutes.
Warp drive active.
All right, has it got everything pulled in already? Look at that, it does. Let's scoop that up. And then let's see what we got here. 8.7 million. Too much for me to carry. All right, we got to come back for 4 million worth. Yeah, it seems that I'm having to do 2 runs on each one of these.
Warp drive active.
I got this guy out here. Thing.
Docking request.
I was told not to take beef jerky on the ship because everybody likes beef jerky. Right. Gotta quit putting it in my pocket. Right, I'm able to get the rest of it.
Warp drive active.
went pretty good. Use target painter to keep aggro. So I'm not having to do anything on mine to keep the aggro, which is kind of the point. I mean, you shouldn't go AFK, but I could if I wanted to.
Warp drive active.
So the CCP still allow a program to make a loud noise when there's a Newton system. So, okay, that doesn't make... okay, so those applications are allowed, but they don't work when a newt comes into your system. They key off of watching the log of chat for your Alliance intel, watching for someone to call out your system name. It just looks for the system name and then gives you a chirp.
Docking request
So
accepted.
reading the log files like that is allowed. Doing something that is looking at the screen and doing screen scraping or whatnot, I'm sure that's not allowed. So what kind of... The one that was watching local when it was red flashy. Yeah, I don't think that's allowed. $286 million in here. It's a pretty good little haul so far. Maybe 200 million in there. Yeah, I don't think anything that reads the memory or reads the screen would be considered legit. But I know that reading the log file of chat is legit.
Warp drive active.
There's another haven. Alright, this is a rock haven. We're going to try and do it anyway. Get everybody red boxing me. Ooh, look at my shields. Oof. Need them to be red boxing me. Not everybody is red boxing me. Some are yellow boxing. Not comfortable with my shields.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Alrighty.
Docking request accepted.
Alright, well.
Warp drive active.
Gotta get my MTU back.
Imagine that you're looking at the other side. It's like meditating. You need to focus on something specific. A word. Phrase. Don't expect it to happen so quickly.
Warp drive active.
A little power. Yeah, I really enjoy. I like this skin. All right. Yeah, it was tribute to CCP Blaze, who was one of the artists, and he passed away. I think he died of, well, I'm not sure what he died of. Some of my head tells me it was cancer, but I don't know if I'm right on that. It was a charity fundraiser for his family. Right, so this is a haven again. It's going to have 7 waves. We won't have any scram stuff. So even if they don't target the little frigates first, I won't have any scram issues. That's only in the sanctums, I think. So, yeah, the scram is the worry because if a newt appears. I haven't been scrammed yet in any of these havens, but we'll see. Why aren't I firing back? Don't you see them dying, silly laird? Hit them with my magic. Puppet Master, really? Obituary says, while on vacation in London celebrating his recent engagement. That's brutal. They switched targets. There's 2 from the previous spawn. So it's not in order of being shot at. I gotta get another drink. I'll be right back. May no bad guys come into system. All right. See, I'm still alive. Uh-oh. Not for long.
Warp drive active.
I see he's out, but like a lot going on. Hello, Zakwoba. They had a hostile come into system, who I picked up and left. I didn't see whether they scanned me down. I didn't do a check for that.
Warp drive active.
Guy. Just gonna go take a peek at things.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
So I'm just checking the surrounding area. Looking ship. It's a Pilgrim. And
Warp drive active.
it's a pretty nasty little ship. It's not so little, it's mid-sized. Can pack quite a punch. Okay. Coast is clear. All right, let's go continue the sun.
Warp drive active.
No way that there was only one ship left. All right, back to it. Ah, scram in a haven. All right, well, warp disrupt. Still, pretty much the same thing. Coming up, hello. It's out doing sights with an Ishtar. Seeing how effective or ineffective it is. It's actually pretty effective. Doing what I'm doing, but in a Thrasher. All right, yeah. So just be a little bit smaller sights. Yeah. I like the Thrasher. target painters. Oh, what? I just got a severe weather alert. What's going on here? Or 3-inch hail. Not, we didn't get the 3-inch hail up this far. But could have been us. Apparently I get in severe thunderstorms tonight. We got our new roof, so as long as lightning doesn't hit the house, we're fine. Eddie, thank you for the follow. Welcome. What does the Dalek say? Exterminate. Yeah, we've had lightning strikes a few times. I have UPSs on most everything. And I have really weird kids. Now he's flipping me off. Because I called him weird. No, I hate this game. He asked me if I was having fun. Of course I'm having fun. What the hell? Why are these guys hurting me so bad? Target painters stacking. All right. Fuck me, man. Right, target painter's bad. Ooh. We got quite a few in here. Oh, it repairs my hull too. Oh, and my modules. I didn't know it would do that. Mercenaries, Hecate, Hecate. Vagabond. Osprey Navy issue. They're waiting at the gate right there for the Ares that went through to get something tackled, and then they go in. Doesn't repair burnout? Well, maybe not all the way, but it repaired my heat damage. Alright, so they just warped somewhere else in the system. They're definitely out hunting this group. Alright, so they're going out another exit. The other exits that they went out. Yeah, they're pulling the other guy back, I guess. Depending on where they went, they could pull out and then come right back in through another gate in here. There's an intersecting system here where you can come back in through another gate. So DRG, I have a speed fit on EWB of the Ishtar. This one's also pretty good. It has no regen. Well, actually it does. It's a medium armor repair. But it's basically speed tank. very much believe these guys are going to come back in here.
Warp drive active.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Lunar Break, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Cloaking does work in null. There's a cloak breaker that can be done.
Warp drive active.
What's the range on it? System wide. It's a structure. It attempts to break cloaks like every 20 minutes, and it lasts for I don't forget how long it lasts before it self-destructs. But every 20 minutes it like sends out a pulse, and there's a chance that you're going to get uncloaked. So you got to be paying attention when one of those is
Docking
deployed.
request accepted. Warp drive active.
All right, so we're just going to focus on those target painters first. So you wouldn't be able to totally go AFK. Not when something like that happens. New nullification system requires you to align, activate module, nullification, then hit warp. No, you can actually hit the nullification system and then hit warp. It can be activated while you're still in your initial cloak. God, you guys are testing my knowledge today. All these questions. I'm surprised I know all the answers. It's a special module. You don't have to decloak before activating it. It can be activated while you're in initial gate cloak. Yes, but you don't use it until you have to. It has a long cooldown. And so when you use it, you don't just fly to the next gate, you fly to a safe. You let it cool down, and then you fly to the next gate. As soon as you can scan the gate ahead of you, you look to see if there's any bubbles on the scan. If there is, you hit that button again so you can get through there. What the hell, man? Why am I getting beat up so bad again? Why all of a sudden is this changing? I don't have anything extra on me. Wow, they almost had me down to hull. Or I mean armor. My God. I'm just using a single multi-spectrum. Still Ishtar. That's interesting. What? Going to the ESS?
Docking request accepted. Warp drive active.
All right, let's go. Oh, I don't have the right thing for inside the ESS. I don't have the right propulsion. Well, see how this goes. See if I can catch him. He doesn't know I'm coming.
Warp drive active.
All right, I tried. I probably shouldn't have done that without the right propulsion. Okay. I wanted to at least try. You know? All right. So this other one's not set up for PvP. Doesn't have any propulsion. I can't go in with that. Not going in with this battleship. It's not the right thing. I don't have any other ships here. He's gonna get it. All right. Let's see here. Let's see how this thing's fitted. Oh, it's not fitted at all. Alrighty then. Then I think probably this. Yes, people can attack it and steal the stuff. Right. Taking another
Drive
ship over
active.
there. Where are these spawned at? Seems to me they're gifts.
Warp drive active.
And this isn't Gnosis, this is a Praxis. There may be some place they're generated from right now, but I think that they've traditionally been gifts. Now there's a bunch of people in here.
Warp drive active.
So this other group came in and started the next
Warp drive active.
attack on our ESS. What happens to market orders if you roll back from Omega back to Alpha? I think they'll still be there, you just can't reactivate them until they're below a certain point.
Warp drive active.
You put them up for 90 days. Hey, you may not be able to modify them. If you put them up for 90 days, they should stay there, I think. All right, I am not taking this last jump because
Warp drive active.
may not be good for my health. So I think he's gonna dock. And actually I'm gonna set this. I noticed that the inactive client muting is on. That's why I wasn't hearing stuff come through the gate.
Docking request accepted.
No, I think these guys are in the ESS, but there's no way that I'm going to take on 4 guys with this one ship. That one Ishtar, this ship would be great to fight it. But I wouldn't be taking on 4 ships. And these guys, I don't know, they're going to get the ESS and they're probably going to run. I didn't call out for help. We're a little far away from our main bases and everything. I probably will talk tomorrow with people in fleet to see whether or not they think it would be appropriate that I do call out this far. I know they came and helped me yesterday. And so, you know, but it took them a long time to get here. But I lasted, oh my God, what did I last? Like 5 or 6 minutes, something like that, before they finally killed me. It was a while. All right, so here's the deal. I think that'll be it for today for the show. We do have a giveaway today, so I want you to get in on it. Exclamation point giveaway. It is for, I'll show you what skin it's for. It's for the Ruby Sungrazer. And it's not hugely valuable. What did we say? 450 to 600 million? That's what it's going for on the market right now. Anyway, so get in on that, and we'll draw here in a few minutes. Tomorrow, I'm going to have a completely new giveaway for you that you've not seen before here on the show. And so that'll be interesting. And we have dual universe for the first show and then Eve for the second show tomorrow. Also, if you haven't gotten in on the monthly, get in on that too. But I probably will do some more work to try and figure out, you know, what kind of good things we can do in here, as far as, you know, doing the angel stuff and everything. I am gonna build a Vargur, and I will bring it out here, but the Vargur is going to be built for doing the doing escalations. So I won't be doing the general sites. It's just too dangerous out here. And let's see here. And probably tomorrow and Saturday are going to be more of PvP streams, and maybe I'll transport a few PvP ships out here as well, because I would like to fight these guys out here. I just need to be a little bit smarter about doing it. So, and that other one, this is my theory, or my way of thinking. Even though I didn't have the exact right ship to go in against that Ishtar with my Pilgrim, I didn't know that it was the wrong ship, meaning that I couldn't 100% say it's the wrong ship. There's a chance that I could have done okay and gotten him, but I didn't know. So unless I 100% know I have no chance of winning, then I will go for it. So that is that's my thinking on that. So having a loss is not such a big deal to me. It's more so if I thought that I had a chance of doing it and I didn't try, that's a big deal. So yeah, and I should have had an AB on it, and because that ship was not fit for this type for an ESS. If I had put an AB on it, that actually would have been better. But it's just not what I had on it, and it's what I had available to go and attack him, and so I did. So good for them for, you know, being successful in stopping me. But you know, oh, that PvP vet, I have a PvP Drakovic. So anyway, let's do this draw. It's for this skin right here. It comes from our store. And of course, if you guys need any Plex, any Omega Time, the skill packs, which we now have, we just got those in this week. The starter packs, any of those, then you can get them from us, ! Coupon in chat, and use the coupon code, save yourself a few bucks. And the euro is starting to gain against the dollar, and it may be working in your favor now to buy through us. The exchange rate might be enough that you're actually saving even more. So for those of you in Europe. Okay, for the giveaway, I'm going to read off your game name, Twitch name, YouTube name, whatever name you put in there. If you didn't put in that any name, then I'm going to read off your real first name and just last initial. So you'll know who you are if you hear it, but you'll still remain anonymous. And you're going to get this code in email. It'll be a reply to the email you got confirming your entry. And it'll have a code in it. It'll have how to redeem it, all of that. So if you see a reply come in from one of those, you know that you won something. What are these? We'll never sell SP CCP packs? Yes. Nick Pa, you probably want some. So, congratulations to Robert B. Robert B, who says, thanks for the streams. All right. I know by the email who this is, but they didn't put that name in. So congratulations, Robert. There you go. And check your email. You are the winner. All right. That's it for today. I will see you all tomorrow. Dual Universe, first show. Second show, more Eve. PvP time. See y'all tomorrow.